that turned out to be pretty eventful in the end. PSG with a 2-0 win over Real Sociedad. They've put in a really good shift in that second half to be running all over the place and actually beating Real Sociedad at their own game, scoring 2 goals in the second half, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, here we see the back post is just sleepy defending from Kubo, who I don't think should have been the right guy to be with Mbappe with the set piece. But you see, Mbappe is sharp for the goal, and Kubo is almost looking to transition into attack already. And if you give that to Mbappe, that is a guaranteed goal. But yeah, they stepped it up in the second half. First 20-25 minutes, they really stepped it up.
What a shot that was.
They were pressing, yeah, and a great save with it as well. So yeah, we saw a lot more danger from them, and of course this guy was a lot of the times in the middle of that.
Every time he went forward, he looked so dangerous, Kylian Mbappe, and he showed his class in this game yet again. That one, a little bit over the top. Brent, yeah, they really stepped up their game in the second half, played with a lot more pace and purpose.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we said during the halftime break, that they needed to just step up the intensity, and albeit, of course, that's what they did. Look, there's no denying PSG's quality within the squad, but if you don't play to a certain level of intensity against your opponents, you will not win football games, and they found that out in the first half. Tristan here, how harsh words Luis Enrique would have used in his halftime speech, but it worked because we saw a different PSG, a different side. But we'd have to argue, and if they do come out of this tie, that, you know, if they play against the likes of a Real Madrid or Manchester City, the game would have been long gone and dusted. They played against a toothless Real Sociedad team that has injuries, and of course they don't have their top striker.
What was your prediction again, Brent?
It was 0-0. We didn't expect a PSG second half like that because they've not done that all season. Some reason it came to life, and they got the result.
Yeah, the other match, a big result at home for Lazio. And the deciding factor was this play. Upamecano, I think he did everything to try and be sent off here. Went in for an initial challenge. It was bouncing around inside the area. And then, what was he thinking there?
Yeah, I think from that first challenge, he's just kind of trying to chase the ball and attack the ball. And in your defensive
and he
third,
panicked.
Yeah, and in your defensive third, you cannot panic like that, step to the ball. You just have to block the goal and stop them from shooting.
And who would step up to shoot from 12 yards? We spoke about him in the pre-game show.
Yep.
The captain himself, Ciro Immobile. He's done this several times this season.
Whether he has scored 0 goals or 30 goals, you give him that penalty at a moment like this, he is going to say thank you and put it in the net.
Big result for Lazio, Brent.
Massive result. They've struggled really in Serie A, sitting about 8th on the table, and that man there on your screen is under tremendous pressure. When you look at what has been offered to him in the transfer market, and of course the type of games that they're losing. Albeit, of course, when you look at their win percentage, yes, quite good, but it's those important games. A loss to Leverkusen in the weekend, and now this one. You just wonder how thin that ice is that's under Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, big results for the home teams as the round of 16 continues here in the UEFA Champions League. As he said, Thomas Tuchel has a lot to think about in the aftermath of that defeat, and a lot of pressure on his shoulders heading into the second leg in Germany. And of course, as far as our televised game was concerned, Real Sociedad going down by 2-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. But yeah, we're looking forward to the upcoming fixtures. We have Inter Milan against Atletico Madrid. That's on our SportsMax 2 next week, Tuesday. And we look forward to bring you that, as well as a game show about an hour or so before kickoff. On behalf of the hardworking production team, it's goodbye from our studios here in Kingston, Jamaica. Thank you so much for staying with us on your Home of Champions.